Welcome to week 3 of Worship That Inspires. My name is Heather Thalheimer. Really happy that you're doing this class. And I'm here today to just work through the assessment with you, the self-assessment that you did around Inspire. Very exciting to get all these results. So they have a number of indicators, as you know. I'm just going to briefly go through them and talk a little bit about what we can do to strengthen our practice. So the first one is people respond to the local band's music. And everyone scored really well, on average 3.83, and it looks like local bands are working. And so if you don't have a local band, you might want to add that element. And obviously you're going to improve and practice together with your local band. And it's exciting that it creates that live experience, prior to the service and after the service. And we highly encourage you. That is a great way to involve your young people. The next one was that people respond to the broadcast music. Now, some people say that they find that a very passive experience, watching the screen, watching the Loving Life band, that even though they're such a quality band, they feel that it's passive. And I thought it's really good as leaders that we help the congregation understand the purpose of those 3 songs prior to the sermon, which is to prepare people's hearts. So sometimes people say, well, you don't do much prayer at Loving Life. And I would say, actually, we do a lot of prayer. The prayer is in the 3 songs prior to the sermon, and their purpose is to prepare people's hearts. So some people don't like rock, or they don't like a particular genre of music, but encourage them to read the lyrics, to use the lyrics to think about what's the message coming, preparing my heart, getting ready, meditating. So I think if the local band can understand the specific role of those 3 songs, I think that can help them support the Loving Life band. And also the next one on the element is we have good quality sound, and we have a 4.27, so it sounds like sound is working. And again, if you need help with sound, please refer to the Loving Life Satellite Church Manual. Tons of stuff I don't understand in there about sound, but lots of information. If you need help, please call our headquarters. We have a good quality video image is the next. That was a 3.93, slightly lower. The image is everything, because it's through the image, through the visual, that we're going to receive the sermon. And I want to encourage you to improve the quality of the video image by making sure you have the right equipment again. Somebody commented, often the voice and the lips don't match up. That's actually not from the streaming out of New York, but that's from the local equipment probably. So if you're having any issue with visuals, please call us, because we want to help you problem solve and get the best quality image so people can have a great experience. Element number 5 is we dim the room appropriately at the start of the video broadcast. That scored a 4.33. This is important. Sometimes people say, why are we doing that? Read the lyrics, to use the lyrics to think about what's the message coming, preparing my heart, getting ready, meditating. So I think if the local band can understand the specific role of those 3 songs, I think that can help them support the Loving Life band, and also do keep practicing. The next one on the element is we have good quality sound, and we have a 4.27, so it sounds like sound is working. And again, if you need help with sound, please refer to the Loving Life Satellite Church Manual. Tons of stuff I don't understand in there about sound, but lots of information. If you need help, please call our headquarters. We have a good quality video image is the next. That was a 3.93, slightly lower. The image is everything, because it's through the image, through the visual, that we're going to receive the sermon. And I want to encourage you to improve the quality of the video image by making sure you have the right equipment again. Somebody commented, often the voice and the lips don't match up. That's actually not from the streaming out of New York, but that's from the local equipment probably. So if you're having any issue with visuals, please call us, because we want to help you problem solve and get the best quality image so people can have a great experience. Element number 5 is we dim the room appropriately at the start of the video broadcast. That scored a 4.33. This is important. Sometimes people say, why are we doing that? When you dim the room, you're actually allowing people's sensory input to, really be diminished, and so they can just focus in and connect in and kind of like get sucked in to the video that they're watching, so then it becomes live for them. So people have a better live experience when the room is dimmed a little, and they're just able to really focus on the video. So again, that's has to do with people's ability to receive the message and to feel there together with Reverend Injin Moon. The next element is we have a young adult worship leader, and again, that is a score of 3.2, so not everyone has that yet. We're really encouraging you to get it, to get a young adult leader, because I think then the young people in the congregation feel identity, with the leadership team and also with the visuals of Loving Life. They see themselves reflected in the MC and in the leadership team. So, please find someone, a young person who can bring that kind of energy, the excitement that young people bring. But you may need to coach them. Not everyone's naturally an MC. It's something you learn as you go along. So find someone who's a good MC who can be their partner and coach them and help them become a really effective communicator. And this is a great thing too for their own personal development. The next one is people are touched by the prayer after the sermon. This is very, very important because it's the way that you collect the sermon or the message in your heart and offer it up. So if you're going to have a local pastor or minister give it, please think about coaching them first. We do that at Loving Life. We ask them to really focus in on the key message and then offering that up. Whenever there's a minister around, they always want to give a sermon. So it's easy then for the pastor you've invited to come in and almost give a second sermon. Of course, we want to avoid that and really make it an offering prayer. So preparation makes that possible and makes it a wonderful experience. This is a highlight for us at Loving Life because we really express who we are as an interfaith community. That's something unique we have to offer, and it's a wonderful addition to our service. So I encourage you to utilize it if at all possible. The next element is we have a local creative team. That scored an average score of 2.83, which is kind of on the low side. It means that a lot of areas don't have a creative team. And I sometimes hear, we feel that there's no room for creativity. Actually, there's a ton of room if we really think about it and plan for it. So put together a local creative team. There's all kinds of ways they can contribute to the overall experience by creating inviting, clever, great brochures, by thinking about the layout of the room, the colors, thinking about the food that might be offered afterwards, thinking about how to make it fun and engaging, little elements that they can add using their creativity. So I encourage you to have one because then everyone feels more involved. And once everyone's more involved and engaged, everyone has a better experience. The last two elements, so we have a great setup crew and a average score of 3.93. I would agree with that. I think most areas do. But again, if you need help at all, go to the satellite manual, but also call us. That's what the ministry support team is here for. And finally, we make local announcements, a whopping 4.64. In other words, almost everyone does that. And I think that's great because you want to engage people outside of the Sunday service and empower and connect and contribute activities all week long. So they have to be informed about that. We recommend keeping it short. Some of that information can be written down. Don't let it turn into a report every week, and make sure that this is an element that is definitely present. One thing I think I left out was that somebody gives a local testimony, and I just want to refer to that. I think testimonies can be great because people have an experience during the week with God, or people have an experience from the message in the sermon. It's a way to validate the work of God in the community. So it's a wonderful thing to do, and it gives life to everybody. However, it is kind of opening a can of worms sometimes. You don't know how long that person's going to speak or what they are going to say. So I recommend that people that want to give testimony, they are invited to talk to the pastor who asks them to share what they're going to be saying and really helps them make sure their message is concise and on point. Then actually the work of God in individuals' lives can be brought to community, and everyone can benefit and feel inspiration. So you're doing lots of great things I can see from the self-assessment. If you have a particular element you want help around, please call the ministry support team. We'd love to help you. And thank you so much for all you're doing each and every week. Thank you.